Hello and happy Monday, everybody. It's that moon day again, and I've missed a couple of them in the last couple of weeks. I've had Reiki masterclass. Yesterday, I actually had an animal Reiki master, and the one before that, it was bank holiday, so there was quite a lot going on. Again, that weekend there was sacred moon ceremonies and stuff. So I just didn't make it into this space. So I was sort of a little bit focused on my own personal healing as well and holding space in a very physical way for other people. So this week I finally got back, and it's a good time really because we've just moved through that new moon in Aries, which, as you know, especially if you're following the new moon cycles with Nicole Olson and I, we are moving through a lovely transition, and it's been a really powerful time to sort of lean into our I am statement, stepping further into our purpose and aligning with our inner truths. And this work has involved something quite deep. And, this video today is just helping to share and connect us with that and own it in a healthy way that can lead us to some really rich healing. So, without all this terminology about Aries and new moons and stuff, what that means in simple terms is that in this last week, there are potentially old wounds resurfacing, things that you thought you had put to sleep. Oh, lovely. And they've just come up for you again. I just literally saw this stick, and of course, this is a powerful thing. I just really was drawn to pick it up, and this branch is wonderful. If you remember last year about this time, I was doing a meditation just over in the field over there with a nice tree, and again, it was very much about the why, the representation of our chalice. So it's what we're choosing to connect with. And today we're working with our chalice, which is, our womb energy, that space in our sacral chakra that helps us to birth our highest reality into existence. And so in that space, we can transmute and connect with those parts of us that perhaps are showing up in unhealed ways. So one thing that could be happening right now, and it's what I've noticed for myself, is that old wounds that, we've gone like, yes, I've got that. That's all sorted now. They can come up again. Now, how would you recognize this? Because it's not always so easy. The way that I'm have found it comes for me is because I'm sitting in Reiki energy so often, and I'm really aware of therefore my own body and the sensations. I can feel when it twinges, or when something is coming from a space that is offering me pain or fear-based energy, as opposed to love and warmth, healed wholeness, where I feel like I'm immersed in something rich and gorgeous, and it makes me feel good. So that helps, but I follow that through, and what I can see then is where that is showing up. And of course, where it is that you might notice on yourself then, when we're actually living it in a physical way, it comes through as projections of ourselves onto others in the way of judgment or feeling the need to separate from, and feeling anything where that it feels like there is a certain amount of uncertainty, as though the certainty in that situation needs our judgment, or for us to overlay it with a sense of, stepping away from. Now, that's not to say that moving away from difficult situations isn't a powerful thing to do, but we can do that. But we also the learning is that we can also, where we're needing to do that, the real wound is, how do I step away, manage myself and heal the part that is hurting in that? And so if you think about wherever you may be judging something or taking action on it right now in a way that is, you may be feeling like you're standing in your power to do that. And that could be a good thing. It can be a bit of a conflicting area because you feel like you're standing in your power, but some of that, sometimes it's coming from a space of ego. And the ego is simply protecting us. It's not a bad thing. But when it's unhealed, it comes to cover up a wound on us. So where we might be feeling that sense of a judgment or wanting just to displace ourselves from a space or wanting to push somebody else out of a space, that is coming from a space on us where there is some uncertain energy rather than comfortable ease energy. So, yeah, that's the first thing to look for, is where have you sort of had to stand in your, justification? Where are you justifying yourself, or where are you making yourself, where are you feeling righteous at the moment, a little, even a tiny bit? And then, the next layer is then think, okay, well, that's okay. Then we're going to go in and feel, well, where in my body is that? Where is that happening? And, a lot of the wounds at the moment, because of the fact that we're in Aries and, that can really trigger feelings around self-worth and your I am statements around how you are living your truth. So if you're feeling that, you might notice it in your center, like your solar plexus and in your heart. So tuning into our bodies and then feeling into and just sitting with what is there and acknowledging and feeling that wound and allowing ourselves to express it in a healthy way, and then bringing Reiki energy to that space is a very powerful way to ensure that we meet the love that is underneath it. And when we transmute that energy into something powerful and we allow ourselves to not run and hide from that energy, but to sit with it and just give it our love and our attention, we can transform it into, and we transform ourselves then, that part of us that had that wound, into something that is much more accepting. And then we're not needing to be in a state of dis-ease in our bodies, and we just move through it. So, of course, we're not throwing our energy out to other people. So it prevents us from losing energy and giving energy away to other people who actually we're seeing as wounding us, or that in some way that, we're better from and need to move on from. So when we're growing in our energy fields and growing in our way of viewing the world, and we sometimes you hear people sound like, I'm leaving that behind. It's not that we're cutting them out. It's that we are healing the parts of us that see them as negative and are unable to allow them to just be who they are in that space, and stopping them being a threat, or why are they threatening our sense of okayness inside us? All that does is it draws the energy away. So it's an interesting one to lean in. And in the 8 years that I've been practicing this Reiki, one of the first things, and when I went into that in a deep way and started to let Reiki help me with the work I was doing, one of the first things I recognized was the complexity and the number of layers on the solar plexus and how it resonates and works through all the other chakras. And how it can affect us. So we very quickly, it can cause us to close our hearts really quickly, so that we protect ourselves. And of course, we close our hearts, and then suddenly we lose access to half of our chakra system, and then we're only functioning 50%, and a lot of that will be from our headspace, which is very good at rationalizing, but not so good at feeling and sensing. So the moral is that we try to to heal all our wounds so that we can keep our hearts open, or allow our hearts and sit with our hearts till they sense the safety to be open. And then we just get a much easier time of it, because believe it or not, once that happens, everything that was seeming to be threatening just falls away. And where do we create this? In our sacral chakra. So our sacral chakra and our hearts are working powerfully for us at this time. And of course, they receive the healing too. So that's the work of today. And because it's quite powerful work and it requires deep personal strength to do this work, it's not for the faint-hearted. What we can do if we don't want to is we can just, keep running. We can keep running from the emotions and layering other stuff on top of them. And that's okay. There's not a problem with that. It really is okay. It's a personal choice. But if you are choosing to have a go at this and lean in and, take it step by step, then this tree is a very powerful way of doing that. So that's why I've come here today, because it's actually very representative of the tree of life energy that we're working with in the animal Reiki class this weekend, because it's got this really strong trunk, which carries all of our chakras and our connectedness. It's our strong sense of self. And then it's got these beautiful, huge, great branches that reach out right into the heavens and connect us to all the higher planes of existence and our higher self, where that unconditional love just flows so freely. And that's the energy that knows how to be. And as I say that, a little bee comes buzzing in. Thank you, bee. That's lovely. And then we've got our roots here, which go deep down into the earth of this tree to get so tall that's very rooted. And when we're rooted, we have a grounded sense. We actually are like, yeah, okay, earth down here, it's good. I can feel into the ground. I can feel that, and my spirit in this body it can feel and sense things. That's a wonderful gift to have. And so then the question is, what am I going to do with those gifts, and how am I going to wield them in a world that, has all sorts going on that isn't maybe to my choosing? So this is where our inner healing comes in, to bring in those highest lights of the heavens through the deepest safety energy and the light of creation into our bodies, to really heal ourselves so that we can be open-hearted and acting from our hearts rather than any sense of our unhealed ego. So hello tree. Let's put my little chalice down here on the tree, representing chalices for anybody who wants to do a little bit of this work here. So there's our chalice in the tree. And so if you wish, you can join in with this meditation. You may have a sense of where in your body, you may even have a sense of where it is that your judgment's coming in. And at this point, you could always pause the video and lean into that a little bit. Now, then, the next phase is to give yourself permission to go into a space of surrender. And then just picture yourself sitting at this tree, or find your own tree that does this for you. A tree that calls to you when you're ready to do this work. That could be a beautiful way to really empower this in your own special way. So there's the first challenge, is go and find a tree that speaks to you, that says, yep, you can come and sit at my feet and I'll bless you with presence and the sense of beingness that you need to do this work really well. And then sit down and just allow yourself to breathe, softening your breath, gently slowing everything down. Coming into your body feeling a bubble of light surround you as we gently invoke and call in the holy fire Reiki energy in the divine animal kingdom and the brothers and sisters of the light to gently surround each of us. Bringing in that pure essence of unconditional love and that beautiful fire energy that gently ignites your own inner flame and burns away the uncertainty, any coldness, any wavering, any feelings of lack. Doesn't clear them, it simply helps you to sit and see where the energy now guides you into your body. Just let that light of the holy fire guide you inwards. The divine animal kingdom surrounds you, beautifully circled. Tree of life and the animals holding you safe. Where you allow yourself to do this practice. The holy fire guiding you inwards. And the holy fire is gently filling you up. And you notice at this point, maybe you see it, maybe you imagine it, little flame inside of you, gently burning away. And the holy fire connects with that flame. It's as if it gently turns up the volume on it. Flame grows brighter. And that space within you lights up. New strength begins to flow. And together with the holy fire, that light starts to move around your body. And it focuses in anywhere where it's needed. Bring that flame to that space in your body. Wherever you've been experiencing judgment or self-righteousness or anything that's akin to running away, hiding, stepping out, avoiding. Let the energy show you in your body where that is happening for you. You may want to place the left hand on your sacral chakra, on your womb space both men and women have in their bodies for holding energy. Maybe the other hand, your right hand on your heart, helping those two chakras to activate and do this higher work. Just let that flame move through your body and be willing to surrender all those heavy aspects. And watch as the flames gently lick and heal those wounds, knitting them together into a higher frequency, weaving a reality where you can experience ease in your body, and trust in your purpose, gently opening the curtains to allow you to step into the brighter day that lies ahead for you. And we ask that this holy fire continue to flow into you, transmuting energy in this way, gently evolving it for you, in line with your highest and greatest good, until that work is done. Invoking Reiki symbols now to send down, to enhance that healing, and your higher self will accept any of the ones that are right for you. To elevate, to elevate, to elevate. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Breathe in holy fire. Let that holy fire circle all the way around your body. This is your breath, your mind, your divine creative energy. You lead the direction through your higher self and your higher mind. The Reiki connects you to that energy. Bring that energy right down to your feet. Let it connect to the earth. So every step you walk, you're walking in truth. And certainty, and from your heart. As the energy travels back up through your body in its natural cycle, feel into your heart and offer it, if that feels right for you, the opportunity to remain always open. Allow that sense of softening. Let that be your intention to support your healing, and allow that energy to manifest to its fullest potential. And as you draw in your most highest divine aspects down onto earth, to transform all that you do into things of beauty and love. and to help bring that unified consciousness of peace into your world and all that you do. And gently sealing that energy in now, feeling yourself in a beautiful bubble of light. You feel drawn, you could picture something, someone, or the world to send some love to whilst you're in this beautiful balanced state. Sending love and peace into the grids of the earth so that anybody who's ready to feel that frequency can connect with it and receive some healing and bring that love to their lives too. And as you come back into your body, it is done. And gently coming back now. Well done. That was starlight work. And so, yeah, if you have anything that you wish to share after that, or anything that has come up for you that you require some support with, just please let me know. I'm always here with Reiki, and yeah, it's a fascinating area. There is no end to the amount that comes through knowledge, and I'll happily sit and chat about metaphysical ideas and how we can work with energy and the Reiki energy to heal just about anything that we're doing in our lives right now. So, yeah, do continue to join us on a Monday. I also have a Reiki share on the first Monday of every month, which is a great opportunity to come either online or in person and just understand a bit more about how the energy works. So, yeah, there's no need to have any experience in it to join that. You can come in and learn a bit about it. And then also, yeah, just watch out for my classes and my personalized Reiki sessions. And then don't forget, I've got this new venture that I've been doing. The horses and I have been building this for quite some years, and we've launched it recently. So we're doing horse-led healing sessions. I've been doing the equine partnerships for a while now, where I work with people and their own horses, bringing in Reiki and bringing that into the partnership to make it more harmonious, for smooth and easy connections in whatever it is that they're choosing to work with together. And now I'm working my three, Sparky, I'm Spartacus, Alfie, Prince Alfie, and Dee, Samdira, have decided they're ready to join me adventuring around the countryside, going to different spaces to meet up with groups who want to receive some healing and some connection with horses. And there's some lovely ways that that shows up for people. And so doing some group work on that. I've got a session this Sunday. So if you're interested in trying that out, let me know, because this weekend I'm doing it for free. So you can come along and try it out. We're having a little mini photo shoot again. So we'll have the lovely Holly from Stress Free Socials coming to do that. So if you're willing to be a participant on that, then you can come along and experience it. And I tell you, these horses are absolutely astounding me in the ways that they're showing up for people. They are on point. Now, I have to, put in the little proviso that the horses are not necessarily channeling the Reiki, but they are all capable of it. And if they feel they wish to, then they do. But I hold the space for the Reiki, and they invariably do step up. But that's not a guarantee. But they certainly will always be there, and they always very much enjoy being a part of the session. So if you feel drawn, just drop me a line and let me know. Meanwhile, sending a lovely big feminine V out to you and a little bit of a masculine cross as well. And I look forward to seeing you at some point when we meet. Lots of love and happy weeks. Have a great time.